Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Capes and Commentary. I am Cross Collects Comics, your host. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited that you're here hanging out because it's a very special week here. It is Easter week. It's leading up to Resurrection Sunday, and so the theme of the night is resurrection. Remember, just a quick reminder before I roll the credits that we are not going to be live on Friday because it's Good Friday. Hope that you're going to spend some time with family, reflecting on your faith, and just thinking about things bigger and outside of comics and hobbies and earthly things. So I hope that you're gearing up for a good weekend, whatever that may be for you. But we're excited. We're gonna have we've got some fun stuff tonight to talk about. Some cool stuff. Excited about the panel because we are joined by our once every other week star of the show. He's going to be here, or he is here already, and looking forward to doing that. Before we really get into it, let's roll those credits. Welcome to Capes and Commentary.
Don't force me out of bed in your society. Don't push me down the road you've been down. Don't try to fix my head.
All right. Hey, so we are glad that you're here for Capes and Commentary. Let me go ahead and let him say hello to everybody. He's backstage hanging out. Let me go ahead and welcome on the future Batman. Future Batman, say hello to everybody.
What's up? What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a blessed evening, and we are going to get this show started. I do not know where Paul is, and we'll go from there.
Do you even want to guess where Paul might be right now?
Paul is probably stuck in traffic.
Stuck in traffic.
I mean, he might be stuck. I will say that he is. I will say that he is not the most punctual, but he is very reliable. So if there is something that's going on right now, it's probably something like a family emergency or something. But he'll
okay.
pop up. He'll probably pop up eventually. At
He's,
least I hope, Paul. This is not an April Fool's thing to do, Paul. You need to pop up soon, buddy.
Oh, that's right. No, I should have. The backstage group chat we were talking about. I should say that. I think it would have been too obvious if I had said Paul quit the show. I think it would have been too. It would have been too. People would have known. Hey, that's not true. Paul is not going anywhere. He actually sleeps in the corner of the studio. If the camera panned over, you'd see him waking up with his little sleeping cap and his robe and his pajamas.
You have all those. That's why you have Wi-Fi issues, because both of you are using, the same Wi-Fi.
That's right. That's why my Wi-Fi doesn't ever work, because he's leeching off of it. All right, folks. Hey, well, no, kidding. He did not quit. He's waving his finger and yelling from backstage, but I have him muted so he can't say anything, even though he can hear everything. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and bring him out. Here is Paul Comics. Paul, say hi to everybody.
All right, so I just want to thank the chat. I've been getting messages saying, "Hey, I heard you're not on the show and what happened." I'm here to see what Jen and Carlos are saying to you guys. But yeah, I got a great pickup this today, and I'm going to show you guys. I haven't posted it yet, but I didn't get this book, but I got it now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the best comment of the night already. It's early. Check it out. Will Rada said he snuck on to Artemis 2. Artemis 2, of course. I mean, history was made this week, today. We launched 4 astronauts on the next big space mission, and they're up there now. So prayers for them and for their safe travels, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time because it's cool to be back in safe space travel and getting astronauts up there and out there, which is what they train for and what they're doing. So I'm excited about it. I need to sit down and be able to read more about it. All right. So folks, hey, we're glad that you're here hanging out tonight. You know what? Let's do some shout outs in the chat, and then we're going to do we're going to do a round of pickups, see what everybody picked up this week. I actually don't have anything new that I picked up this week. I haven't picked up anything yet. So I don't have anything to show.
I do.
But I will be showing. I'll show a couple giveaways, and then we got retro reader review, and then we're going to be doing some goat picks tonight. And we might even do another brand new segment because I was very inspired by Cliff on Comics. He's got his segments on lock, and I thought, man, that's what I want us to have segments. So we got a couple segments. I don't know if we're going to get shower thoughts with the future Batman tonight. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah. All right. We may or we may not. Who knows? You don't know. We could cut to Jen's shower cam and see and get his thoughts from the shower. But before we do any of that, let's go through the chat and let's say hello. I want to give some shout outs to you. I want to say thank you for being with us through 2 iterations of Wednesday night shows now. We did 8 seasons, almost 200 episodes of the giveaway show, and then we rebranded, and now we're 10 or 11 episodes into Capes and Commentary, which is the new Wednesday night live stream show. And I just want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in and hanging out. Thanks to everybody who stops by to say hi, whether you're here for 30 seconds, whether you're here for the entire show. We're glad that you're here. We're doing our best to keep it to the hour and 15 to hour and 30 minute. Got some really cool special guests that I'm getting lined up because we're trying to bring on a lot more people to talk about different stuff, and especially as the new show gets going. So make sure to stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed here so that you don't miss out on any stuff. And right before I do the shout outs in the chat, let me run this, because if you're wondering, hey, how can I support this channel and help it keep going and help it keep growing, here's a way, because you can become a channel member and just be a part of something really cool. So check this out.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Carlos, and I want to tell you about a very important way that you can help support the channel by becoming a channel member here on the Cross Collects Comics channel. We have 2 tiers of membership. The Man of Steel, which is priced at $4.99 per month, and what that gets you is exclusive access into the channel member only live stream, Carlos and Friends, which is on the 1st and 3rd Friday of every month. The other channel member tier that we have is the Dark Knight member tier. For $14.99 a month, actually gets you a quarterly care package picked out by me of books that are sent to you. It's the best kind of mystery box because it's shaped around the questionnaire that you answer to give me information. So please consider becoming a channel member here on the Cross Collects Comics channel. Thanks.
All right. So, hey, thanks to those who are channel members. I'm going to shout y'all out as we go through the chat. Let's get it started here in the chat, because we've got Fallen Angel dropping in. She's one of our channel moderators as well as a channel member. She's been with us for a little over a year now. And it's just awesome because she works in a comic shop. And so we get to go visit her sometimes because she's in Lake Jackson, which is not far from us. So shout out to Emma Dudley and to Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. She runs their Lake Jackson store. But she says, good evening, everyone. Happy Paraprofessional Appreciation Day. Happy New Comic Book Day. And, of course, happy April Fool's Day. We've seen some really cool ones making the rounds on Instagram. We'll get some hot takes on those in a minute. Be sure to hit the like button, share this channel with friends and family, and subscribe. Hey, subscribing is free, and that helps grow the channel as well. We continue to grow steadily, little by little, and the newest top 10 videos continue to grow. That's why we're working on more of them, bringing some really great ones to you. If you like this channel, want to support it, consider becoming a member. That's another great way to do it. There's Future Batman with the minimalist saying sup. Andrew Kai, what's up, good buddy? Your books are going off to CGC, sir. Or your book is going off to CGC. There's Wolverado, another one of our channel members, dropping in saying hello. There she is. There's producer D. She's cracking the whip, making sure that we go live on time and that we end on time. As part of her job, she does a bunch of other stuff here. Great stuff. It's an Easter miracle. We're starting on time. Yep, we are. We are. Producer D making sure the crew is on time. Well done. That's right. She cracks the whip. Gordon Sisk, a channel member. Good to see you, buddy, as well. There's El Green Machine. He says hello to everybody. He is driving and listening while he's on his way home. Glad that you're here with us as well, El Green Machine. He's also been a channel member. I think he's the second longest. He's been over 2 years. He's been at his tier. Wolverado is the longest running. I think he's at 30 months as a channel member. Wow. That's awesome. That's great. And I need to send him some. I mean, I send him stuff, but I need to send him a little something. And you know what? An autographed book by Paul means the world. All right. People are speculating on where was Paul at the very beginning. He's ripping off some kid on their comics. Let's see. D thought that was funny. Let's see. Wolverado had, again, best comment of the night. He snuck onto Artemis 2. But Paul still has people saying hashtag Team Paul. Hi, Paul. At least the new Transformers are straight. Okay. All right. Dark Knight is the best membership. Emma needs to be on She does need to be on the show. She needs to come on and say hello and be with us. Seagrip DeMonster, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. One guy faked his own belated death on YouTube. That is morbid. Let's see. Wolverado, 31 months. 31. He's right. Wow, man, he's coming up on 3 years as a channel member. That's awesome. Mr. Collector, what's up? Drop it on. Mr. Collector hasn't been on here in a while. I don't know if he's contractually obligated elsewhere, but yeah, I'd love to have him stop by and say hello to us. Yeah. For everybody here, excited that y'all are here. We had a major holiday. It was not Chavez Huerta Farm Workers Day. Oh yeah, Joe Yates says member for 19 months. He's chomping at the bit, getting right there behind. No, we had a momentous day that happened this over the weekend. It was not Chavez Huerta Farm Workers Day. It was not Good Friday, Maundy Thursday. It was not any of those. It was, in fact, a very special day in history. On that day, approximately 67 years ago, a certain somebody was born, a certain someone entered into life on this planet, and our lives have never been the same since. And he has never, he's made an impact. He's made his impact felt. So I want to say a big shout out, and I haven't taken him for his birthday lunch yet. Hoping to do that soon. But here he is, folks. It's for the first time, I think, like 3 years that I haven't taken him on his birthday. But folks, real quick, just birthday shout out to Paul Comics.
All right, I hear you, Emma. Watch it, Collector.
All right, Paul, this is his. Wait, hang on. You know what?
Thank you, Carlos.
All right, yeah. Man, happy birthday, Paul. Happy birthday. I got you a little something special.
Time, Emma.
Y'all know.
Yeah, look at you, Jen. What about you, Jen?
What about me? I got to meet up with you tomorrow. Now that I know that it's your birthday, I have to get you something. I'm sorry.
His birthday was on Friday.
I didn't even know
his birthday was on Friday.
I told anybody anything.
I did tell you. You didn't pay attention.
Nah,
like you always do.
It's okay,
Anyway, guys,
Paul.
I got
I'm gonna do some,
got a great book tonight, guys. I've been waiting for this book. Ran away. He did.
Oh
He
my
did,
God.
Brooklyn.
All right.
Brooklyn, he
So
took
real
off.
quick, hey, yeah, y'all make sure y'all say happy birthday to Paul. I was joking about the 67 part. Paul is actually, most people will not believe this. Paul's actually younger than me. I am the oldest one on the show.
Woman,
I don't know if
they
y'all knew that. Yeah, amongst well, yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of the. What the?
Happy Easter, everybody! Easter's coming
What
up.
is that?
It's a Easter bunny. Easter bunny.
Mr. Collector says, "Happy 36th, Paul. Sorry, 63 autocorrect."
All right,
let's see.
All right, Collector. Don't
Happy
make me-
birthday! Happy belated birthday, Paul. Happy birthday, Paul. Happy 36th. Happy birthday, Paul. What's up, Joffrey Castro?
Thank you, Alvarado.
right.
You know what, Collector? I ain't even gonna say nothing about that, Collector.
Yeah, Billy is currently on the promotional tour for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie because that movie I think needs all the help it can
Doing
get.
the movie press tour.
Paul drank that bad batch of the super serum and hasn't been the same since.
What? Oh, Brooklyn.
No, it's all the swimming around aircraft carriers that he's done that I guess apparently his. Emma Dudley says, I'm older than most in the chat.
Probably 60.
Oh, so you're only 5 years younger than Paul. Nice. Okay.
Man, you ain't gonna catch up to Carlos. Thank you guys in the chat. I appreciate it. I don't get it from the panel. You know, they say that stuff late, but you guys say it. Thank you guys.
Wow. Every I bet I'm the youngest in the chat. I don't know. We gotta, when the students are watching, it's the numbers skew young. All right, so folks, hey, so happy birthday to Paul. Excited that he's here. I have a special present for him, but I'm waiting on my supply. Yes, in the office. Let's see. Yes. Office.
Happy Easter, everybody. I got my Easter bunny. That's got a
share.
Yep, happy Easter. That's my Easter bunny. Oh yeah.
All right. Hey, big shout out to Mrs. Collect. She's grabbing something for me that I did not bring up here with me into the studio. So yeah, we're gonna hit the resurrection theme in just a few moments. Perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, she said, "Do you want to just say it louder? Come on, come over here. Stop being shy. Come here." Hey, I hate to see you go, but I love watching you walk away. I just said that live on air, and I don't care. It's my wife. Yes, think about it. Think about it. You can think about
wow,
it.
Liz. Really, Lim?
All right. Oh, yes. There she is. Come on, Liz Barnes. Stick around, Liz Barnes. I got something fun.
Paul's birthday, April Fool. Man, that is cold-blooded, Liz.
Paul behaved while Carlos's wife is here. No, she went back downstairs. She brought me up what I needed. So here's the deal. Hey, I have a special gift for. We're going to do a couple giveaways tonight. Like I teased in the group chat for everybody over on Instagram. It is going to be giveaway night. I've got a couple things to do. Yes, she dropped in. It's good to see her, man. I miss Liz Barnes. Liz Barnes. Let me just say, I miss you. I miss you being in the chat. I miss you being one of our active moderators. Of course, you're still a moderator, and I just miss you being here. So come around and hang out with us. Okay, I see some people saying Happy Easter. Let's see. Okay, guess who I was DMing? I wonder, who were you DMing?
Probably the future Batman.
Well, you might have been. Were you DMing me, or who are you DMing?
I think
all right. So here's the deal. I have Paul, I'm gonna prepare part of Paul's birthday gift. Of course, I take him out to lunch every year. Paul, I have 2 comic books here that you may find fun, and I want you to pick one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is G.I. Joe number 75, featuring a Baroness bondage cover. Thought that might be, okay. You're gonna choose either this one or Nightwing number 25, my favorite single issue story of all time, or one of them at least. Nightwing number 25. Are you kidding? You're messaging him? Hey, he's got a Kickstarter going right now for the art of Bruno Redondo. I've been watching it, and it might have finished. All right, so Paul, which of these 2 books do you want to do you want?
Is that Serpentor on the
It is Serpentor. It is Serpentor. He has got Baroness tied up. She's
I mean, that's what they used to do back in the old days. Good old days. Yeah, I'll take the G.I. Joe one.
The G.I. Joe one. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my trusty paint markers to write a special message to Paul. Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, you didn't think I was gonna just give you the book.
Yeah,
I have to. I have to sign it.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign it for you.
And then what are you gonna do? You gonna give it to Jen to sign it?
No, that's a good idea, because instead of a birthday card, it only makes sense that we give you a signed comic book from all of us.
What's going on now?
Nice. I already bought 2 books signed in the fold out too. Nice. From Yes. Yeah, I knew he's doing that. See, Gerald Yates says this account is 15 months plus 19 equals 34. There you go. Yeah, he's got it. All right, Gerald Yates is a massive supporter.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm priming the. This one's
give it to Jen?
No, I'm going to sign it for you, and then I'm going to have the rest of the crew sign it as well.
What?
Rest of the crew. So we're all going to sign it for Paul.
Man, the chat says, "Don't do it." Tell them, chat.
The chat is completely on board with this, and they're way ready for this. They want this. Yeah, go Joe. It's Yo Joe. But yes, absolutely. All right, I got to make sure my purple paint marker. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay, so Paul, where do you want me to sign it for you? Where on here?
I have no idea.
We're on here. It's your birthday book.
No, just leave. Are you gonna sign this, Jen?
No,
yes,
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
Why?
Don't do it, Carlos.
Why?
It's a G.I. Joe book. It's something you know how Paul feels about G.I. Joe books. You're gonna make him cry.
I should have done a Transformers book. Paul, would you rather have a Transformers book?
Especially on that bondage cover.
Paul, would you? You know what?
Is the chick that used to play the voice actor of Baroness, and I think that would be it. Right, I'm pretty sure that everybody else would agree with me on here.
I got it right here.
I already have a copy of it from my personal collection.
And look what she put on there.
Cobra Forever. Oh.
Yep.
She was pricey.
Yeah, she was
a little.
She was very pricey.
And then I got this from Future Batman. Look what I get from Future Batman, guys. Look at it.
Or Paul, do you want a Batman and Robin cover or a book?
What I get from Future Batman.
What did you get from Future Batman?
You
want Agents of Wakanda?
You haven't got anything from me yet.
That's what you got from Future Batman?
No, Future Batman.
All right. Oh, wait, Paul. Do you want an Amazing Spider-Man #1, True Believers #1?
What? No, I want the G.I. Joe book.
Okay. All right. Well, no, because Jen's making a big deal. Jen, I know that it's a bondage code. It is super low grade, and it's complete, but it's low grade. And then I have my PC copy. Where is that? I had another one. I had another book in here that
All right, calm down, Liz.
At some point, I had a Transformers book in here. I don't know where it went.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Do you like The Mandalorian, Paul? Oh, wait, The Mandalorian and Grogu.
What are you looking for, Future Batman?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. I'm just
Yeah, I
organizing.
know. What are you doing? Yeah, with the sketch.
What? Yeah, with a sketch. Let's see. What did you just say? Joe Yates, calm down. All right. Okay. Paul, it looks like it's going to be the G.I. Joe book. Jen, I know you don't want me to deface it, but with my signature, but I'm going to sign it right now. Here we go. All right, Jen, are you ready?
No,
I'm signing it in purple paint marker because the yellow. I don't think the yellow is working as well. Let me see if how the yellow's doing here. All right, sorry folks. Oh yes, the yellow is looking nice and painty. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Oh, whoa. Ooh, a little. Got some paint flecks on me. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Oh, it's a sketch. It's sold out. Oh, man. I didn't see that. Thanks, Gordon. I'm going to have to go get Jimmy.
But look at what I have here, folks. Check it out. I just wrote on it. All right, hey, so for those who are wondering, was I actually going to write on a comic book? I did. It's right there. Happy birthday, Paul, from your buddy, Carlos. And I have one of these little fans that John Boy Myers uses now to dry it, to help it dry. All right, next one to sign it is going to be Jen. This is going to be a mashup piece. We're going to try to get the whole crew to sign it for Paul for his birthday.
Craziest idea I've ever heard.
I love it.
You're just going to give it right now and have him sign it?
I mean, I could walk it over to him right now and hand it to him.
You ready for that, Jen?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, do you want to remark, Paul? That's what the G.I. Joe is sold out.
It's sold out, man. You just sold out.
Okay, do some graffiti.
I know exactly what I'm gonna put on that book.
You ain't gonna put nothing on that book.
I know exactly what I'm gonna put on that book, Paul.
You ain't putting nothing on that book.
I know exactly where I'm gonna sign it. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
All right, is it my turn?
Liz Barnes, I'm going to write on this one for you, Liz Barnes. I'm going to sign this one for you. All right, viewership is dropping because people don't like me defacing comic books. So producer D is like, y'all better stop whatever y'all are doing right now because this is not blowing very hard at all.
Ooh.
Well, it's not my idea, guys. I just want to say it's not my idea. It was Future Batman and Carlos's idea.
Now, what do you mean, Liz Barnes? Don't you have a copy of this one, Liz Barnes? I'm going to sign it to Liz Barnes from Carlos, and then I'll have Paul and Jen. I'll have everybody else sign it too. Well, I'll sign it for you.
Ooh.
Liz wants the shirtless Nightwing signed by Paul. I don't know which one that one is. Gordon Sisk is voting for graffiti. The rest of the chat is confused as to why we're wasting so much time of a live show doing something that should have been a taped segment. But all right, okay. Oh, wait, it's making it go higher. That's why it wasn't blowing very hard.
That's what you said.
You don't hear that? Oh, maximum speed. It's blowing it super fast now.
That's what she said.
Listen, this is an all ages, family friendly show.
They don't know what
Mostly. I don't know. Mostly.
I just want to say, guys, it had nothing to do with it. It was all future Batman's fault and Carlos, guys. Look how he's laughing. He was all in on this. You knew about this the whole time.
He's the one setting me up. He's saying it all at the right time. Yeah. Oh, man.
Carlos is like, I know, Gordon. I told you, Gordon.
All right, there we go.
About this. If I knew this, I wouldn't have picked that one.
All right, I'm going to put it over here to dry. I'm going to put it right off camera. But there's plenty of room on the cover for others to sign it. We need to make this a jam piece for Paul to just, to appreciate him and say, Paul, we are glad that you're here and that you're a part of the show. So it's got to be something special for him.
I knew it was
for my buddy Paul.
I knew it. He was asking me crazy questions. Now I know it all makes sense now, future Batman.
All right, so hey, folks, we got to get it moving on. We've had more than enough. Producer D says we've wasted way too much time on the signing the comics gag, so we have to keep it moving. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into Paul's pickups and see what everybody else. Nice, wow. I'm jealous, Liz Barnes. I'm truly jealous. Okay. All right, let's go. Paul, let's take a look and see what Paul's got. Wait, hang on. Let me switch out your music, Paul. Let me give you your music. Here. Wait. There we go.
All right, guys. So I got a great look at the end. But we'll start off with these. So I got Captain Marvel. This is number 1, the J. Scott Campbell cover.
Oh,
get a couple of these. J. Scott Campbell's. And I got a couple of these. I posted it on my IG. So you know your boy had to get Daredevil number 1. A couple of blind bags.
your girl Stephanie Phillips is the writer.
Yep, she's the writer on here.
Mm-hmm. That's what Paul
get
got.
her on here one,
not a couple.
But yeah, I think I got the 1 in 1,000, 1 in 100, and then the 1 in 1 million. I think is in this. Weighing them. Yeah.
We don't know. You have to open them. Can you open
them?
Yeah,
we know.
Come on, open.
Yeah,
them.
I know because I weigh them. All right, so this is Poison Ivy number 43.
Hey, can you zoom in on that? Like, who is that?
What do you mean?
Yeah, Poison zoom Ivy. In on it. Like, who is it?
Poison Ivy. She's floating in
Poison Ivy.
Yes,
that's not Poison Ivy.
Yes, it is.
She have a new gear now. She's in black and red now. She doesn't wear green.
Yeah,
anymore.
she's so she.
What?
Yeah, that's her.
When did this happen?
Yeah, that's right.
It happened in issue 43.
Yeah. Decided to drop the green and go black, huh?
She didn't drop the green. That's green. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, I got a few more Poison Ivies. Who doesn't like Poison Ivy and around flowers? Yeah, flowers. There you go. There's another flower. And here's another flower. There you go.
Oh, looks like a Sour Patch Kid right there, though.
What?
You know, we call that a butterface. Everything's good, but her face.
There you go. I got EOM.
What in the world?
She's flying in the air. Yeah.
That is the most muscular poison ivy I've ever seen.
You know,
That's a pretty cool looking
El
poison ivy.
Green, behave.
that was Jim's fault. Then I got the absolute Batman. I mean, Batman, Superman,
That-
18, the variant cover.
El Green knows where I was going with that. That's right, El Green. You tell him.
This episode went right off the rails
You know, and
quickly.
there's a cover with absolute Shazam coming.
What?
You know,
It's King Shazam,
Oh.
sir. King Shazam.
that what?
Yeah, that's King Shazam. Absolute King
It's
Shazam.
not King Shazam. It's absolute Shazam.
It's absolute
Yeah.
King Shazam.
Coming out of the stone right there. He was in the
Mhm.
cocoon.
Watch him be a bad guy.
No, I don't think they'll make it a bad guy because then the fans were revolted. No, that ain't gonna happen.
I don't know
All
about
right.
all that.
Be really interesting.
All right. So I've been waiting for this book. Y'all know I've traded this book off. I finally have it back in my possession, and it is graded. So y'all know I was sad, and Carlos was like, "Well, I think you got the winner of the deal, but I got it back in the collection. There it is."
Wait, hang on. Let me get back over to the. Nice.
Ooh.
So y'all know what
Nice.
happened. I had the whole every variant, every cover. I traded for a Detective 359, which I don't even look at anymore because it was making me sad and depressed. And
I also want to show
now
you something.
I have it back in my collection as a 9.8. There you go.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Finally got it back. I'm happy.
I'm so happy that you took my advice, Paul.
No, that was the signed one and getting graded, but no, this is not signed.
This is that's a good
Yeah,
book to
so
have.
I will say this. I know everybody comes to me, messages me about comic books because I'm the expert on here, and everybody else is leagues behind me. But Future Batman actually told me to submit this because I have it signed by Scott Snyder way back before this got really popular. He's like, you should submit that, but at the time it wasn't really going for any crazy price. So yeah, Future Batman was right on this. But yeah, you guys know I traded off for $359. I was depressed and sad, and didn't know what was going on the next day. But yeah, now I have it back. I'm happy. Look. Emma said I couldn't get it. There it is, Emma. Look, 9.8, Emma. Look at that, Leah. All right, thank you.
Very nice.
Yo. Thank you. Greatest thing.
All right. Okay. You can't. Nothing else is going to top that one. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and send it on over. Jen, you got anything you want to show off tonight?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know why you would show off, but
Jen, your setup is coming along.
Yeah, it is, man. It's
it looks messier now.
I don't know about all that, but it's coming along.
No, it's
It
coming
is.
together. He's
Look at
got it all.
Now I
Got all
can't.
my Vegeta's right there. Look at that. Look at that Vegeta up there. What you doing up there, buddy? Like, look at that. He's looking down upon me. Fresh out of the factory and already broken.
Nice.
All right. Anyways,
What is that?
that's the J. Scott Campbell one. I
Oh,
thought
it
that
ain't.
was really... Yeah, it is. It says it right here, buddy. Look at
Oh,
that.
okay.
J. Scott Campbell.
All right, just make
Anyways,
sure to be on your
but-
toes.
But what is it called? I too picked up these two books today. I haven't been able to pick up my entire order, but I was in the area and I ended up going to a comic shop and I ended up getting
you dirty dog.
Nice.
I can.
So I'm a pretty
What?
big Carol Danvers fan. So this is the first team appearance of DNVR, which is like the team that she creates, and I guess I haven't really read this story, but if she's creating a team, you know what that means. You know. Anyways, and I picked up this one right here. I just really love the artwork for this. It's by Fan Yang. I might go up and
Yeah.
pick another version of this one right here. It's just a really pretty cover.
Yeah, I was gonna pick that one up. But you got it. Now I know what happened.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. You do know.
It looks like it was in my box. What box number did it say on there?
I don't know, Paul. Yeah, of course, picked up this.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys. This is the
Wait a minute, you got one of those.
first appearance and origin of who? The modern age Bizarro. Yeah, this is like the modern age Bizarro, who was created by the Joker. So in this run, that's how Bizarro is created. He's created through the Joker, where he inherits. I think what's that guy's name that shows up, and you gotta make him say his own name, and then
Mixoplex.
there you go. He inherits his powers, and then they create Bizarro. I mean,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's not like the Bizarro, right? It's not like the Silver Age or Golden Age Bizarro, but it is. It's one of the more reintroduction versions or current comic book versions of Bizarro. And I got this. This is one of my favorite books, man.
Oh.
So this is if anybody, Vandal Savage.
Was it Vandal?
Got a good old
Yeah.
Vandal Savage right there. I always thought that I should like cosplay as Vandal right there. I always thought I've always
You
liked
would make
the Neanderthal that gets hit by a special meteor and gets his powers from that. So becomes
like
the,
no joke, Jen. You would make a truly terrifying Vandal Savage.
What?
I would. You should. You should do it.
I will probably do it. We will see. I don't know. Then I'd have to change my name to the future Vandal Savage. It doesn't have the same ring to it. But anyways,
No.
I do have a sneak peek. I do have a sneak peek comic for Resurrection episode.
Okay, don't show it off yet. Don't show it off.
Had her birthday. She just had her birthday, but maybe this is too soon. Maybe it's not. But she did return in comic book format. Good old Selena, right?
Oh.
She did return.
Mm.
She did come back for comic book format. Good old resurrected Selena on the cover. Anyways, we will get. I guess we will start soon, unless Carlos has something to show off. Oh yeah, I got one more thing to show off because of Paul. Hey, Paul, I got my book back. Look at this. I got it. Remember, I told JT about it. It's the Absolute Batman 4th print by the Comic Corner. They released the golden edition. See that? It's like that's all like gimmicks. But anyways, it's signed by Javier Fernandez, who did the Akira cover art. So ended up getting that signed, and they took so damn long returning this book. And I had to contact them, and I was like, "Hey, what's up with my order? Like, what's going on? You're not going to give me a 9.6, are you?" Then they gave me, they told me on, I guess through email, they were like, "Hey, I guess the private signing didn't go so well, and they have to redo some of the orders and get with the guy." So he signed right there. At first, I was kind of like, they could have used gold or something. But then from far away, I was like, you know what? I'll take it. It looks pretty cool. It looks cool from far away. Anyways, that is my show for the week. I just got that like a few days ago, 3 days ago or something. So
Nice.
Anyway.
I thought you showed that off.
go from there.
That is pretty dope. So I am realizing there's a ton of books that I don't think I ever even showed off. Some of them I did, but some of them I did not.
That book off already. I think.
So many comic books here. Oh my gosh.
That's cool. Hey.
What in the world? All right. And I have comic books downstairs too that I just realized I forgot down there. I didn't bring them up here. Hang on a second. Let me get. Now I'm completely enamored with.
Oh yeah. No joke.
That's where these books went.
Yeah.
I was looking for my Amazing Spider-Man 365 for the
What?
Mark Bagley signing that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, this is got so many.
Looks like Toys R Us. The Toys R Us.
Oh yeah.
used to-
We were reprint.
comic books. Oh man, like these have gone up, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, what do you have? The 359?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Toys R Us.
You know who I want to have a signing is Chrissy Zulo.
Christy Zulo.
Chrissy Zulo. How do I have like a billion? Oh my gosh, I've got so many comic books. I've got way too many comic books going on here. This is crazy. Would you believe? So, check this out. All right, folks. Hey, we're about to do some giveaways. I'm getting lost and digging through stuff. Here's the problem with low price claim sales, where the books are like $1 a piece. You end up with stacks of the new Transformer series.
Ooh, that's cool, man.
Tons of them.
Nakayama.
These aren't. This is not my run. This is not my run. These are just all like extras. Like I have 2 copies now of like number 7 just in this stack, and a bunch of other ones. Because the goal is to actually have 2 different, 2 complete runs. I think I might be there. But just, it's phenomenal. The Daniel Warren Johnson run is stellar. Like, there's issue number 3.
Yeah.
At that, like $1 or something. Oh, there's another copy of number 3.
There's issue 1 up there.
Yeah, no, well, that's my issue number 1. No,
Yeah.
the Nakayama one, I'm only picking up one of those. But, yeah, I'm telling you, that, oh, man, that's so cool. All right, so I'll show off a couple of these real quick, and then we got to get it moving. We got to keep moving on the show here. All right, dang, Tuca, I know. And that's not even from my run. So y'all know that I am a Zorro guy. So Dynamite Comics did a crossover when they had the rights to both Lone Ranger and Zorro. It was called Lone Ranger: The Death of Zorro. And so had some fantastic issues. I was able to pick up a full set. Issue number 2. And this was issue number 3. And then issue number 4. And then issue number 5. Super cool stuff. These Francavilla covers are just super cool. Super cool stuff. So this is one that I've kept an eye out for a long time. Came across it on an online claim sale for an insanely low price. I think it was just like $2 a book maybe. And it had this Virgin variant as one of them for issue number 1. So I snagged that. But that's from a few months ago. It's from months ago. So it was not a recent pickup. And then I'm showing these only because I've been looking for them and I couldn't figure out where I put them. But now that I found them, I need to put them somewhere so I don't forget where I put them. This Amazing Spider-Man number 365, first appearance of Spider-Man 2099. Mark Bagley did some of the art on this one. And then Spider-Man number 12 or number 26 also had some information, or also had Spider-Man 2099, but I think it was later on in the publishing schedule. But this goes into my Spider-Man run. So cool stuff. Cool pickups that I had there. And then I wanted to do retro reader review. There's a couple storylines. One I wanted to show those off real quick. I don't know if I've done them before, but because the theme of tonight's show is resurrection, because it's the resurrection episode, I wanted to go. I'll go ahead and do both of them. Not sure whether or not I have showcased them before in a retro reader review, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and bring this music down. All right, so I'll do them as two separate segments, Producer D, so that you so they're easier to clip later. Let me, if I can get this off of here, this price tag. I've got a price tag on my first volume here. I don't know. All of a sudden, I wanted to take it off. All right. So this is Retro Reader Review. This is the time when I take usually collected editions, storylines from books that maybe have been out of the limelight for a while. So back in, let's see, which year was this one? Back in 2004 or 2003, 2004, there was a run of X-Men comics called Astonishing X-Men, and it was written by Joss Whedon with art by John Cassaday. And I remember picking it up. Yeah, I wasn't always the biggest Cassaday fan. I think he's brilliant and talented, but I wasn't always the biggest fan. But when I found out Joss Whedon was going to be writing X-Men, I thought, well, let me give this a try. I picked up issue number 1, was completely invested by the end of the issue. Picked up issue number 2, picked up issue number 3, and then I think by the time issue 4's big reveal happened, I was hooked. So my retro reader review for tonight is Astonishing X-Men Gifted. This is the first collected edition from issues 1 through 6, and it features and of course it goes along with the theme tonight, because in issue number 4, I think at the end of issue number 4 of there's teased a resurrection, and the misdirect is people think that it's Jean Grey returning from the dead, because at this time she was dead. But spoiler alert, the return is actually Colossus. And this was one of the best written resurrection stories I have ever read in comic books. It is stellar. It's emotional high stakes, very well written. It's got humor, it's got action, it's got thrills, it's got just surprises galore, because there's more than one, and there's a lot going on. This is where the idea of the mutant cure came from, that's been explored in some of the films. And we see here's part of the return of Colossus and all the different characters. Of course, the first person he refers to, the first person he appears to, the reveal happens with Kitty Pryde, his longtime love interest, and we see Colossus taking on a lot of one of the new characters. A villain from the Break world. I think his name was Zorn. What was his name? Zorn, something from the Break world. And just phenomenal storyline, because it introduces a brand new villain. it assembles a team that at first glance I might not be as excited about, but what Whedon does with each of them is stellar, and the reason for each of them being there is fantastic, and it truly is an astonishing run on this. But it doesn't just end with Astonishing X-Men Gifted. Gifted was the first run, but then from there it goes into Astonishing X-Men Dangerous, and then part 3 was called Torn, and then part 4 was called Unstoppable. And this brings back a lot more characters. This includes Astonishing X-Men number 19 through 24 and Giant Size Astonishing X-Men number 1. It has an emotional and heartfelt ending that brings things perfectly full circle. And I won't give away the big ending for this, but I highly recommend, instead of just picking up Gifted, I would actually, if I were you, pick up all 4. I found them at Half Price Books. So you can find these. The books themselves are not super hard to come by. But Astonishing X-Men this was technically Volume 2 by Joss Whedon, the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the director of Avengers and Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. That same Joss Whedon, he wrote this comic series, and it is phenomenal. It's great, regardless of some of the conduct that he's been a part of in his personal life. What he did with these beloved characters was really, really well done. And he doesn't Whedonize them too much. He finds the bits and pieces of their characters and brings it together, and just really makes a strong, strong team. So my retro reader review for tonight is Astonishing X-Men Volume 2. And I do highly recommend it. And you might even notice that this is one of my favorite comic covers of all time. And when you look closely at it, you can see that Colossus and Kitty Pryde are phasing into one another. And it's just a really cool, piece of artwork. So beautiful stuff, and highly recommended for you to pick up Astonishing X-Men Volume 2, starting with the first story arc, Astonishing X-Men Gifted. That's my retro reader review for tonight. So thanks y'all for being in. Let's see what the chat is saying. What's up, Real James Willie? Good to see you, buddy. I hope you do, because it's really good. What's up, Tony Hayes? Good to see you. Home now with my pizza. I didn't realize that Lone Ranger was referred to as Zorro in Brazil. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I didn't know that. If Taylor Sheridan can do a spinoff of Yellowstone with Beth and Rip, Marvel can do a Colossus and Kitty Pryde show. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see them recast Colossus and Kitty Pryde to be really strong, a really strong partnership, like pair. Would be really, really cool. Let's see. Alert. Canadian has entered the chat. I do have that one. It's an excellent read. And here's the beautiful thing is that I think that's the most expensive single issue from the run. There might be a couple of other variants, but the run is fairly cheap. You can find it fairly cheap. So you might be able to even find the run for cheaper than the collected edition, but it's well worth picking up. And I do highly recommend reading this one, especially because the big theme for tonight was resurrection. So I'm going to go and bring the guys back on here real quick, and we're going to dive into the stuff, and then I'm going to do a couple of giveaways while we're talking. I'm going to get those up and running. I think Emma Dudley and Gordon Sisk were my two members that watched the last episode in person. All right, fellas. For the chat, what I want to do is find out, for the panel and for the chat, I want to find out if you had to pick one, what would be your favorite, or you think, or tell you what, no, it's because we're doing, this is our segment GOAT picks. All right, what would be the GOAT comic book resurrection in your mind? I'm not putting Colossus up as mine. I have one of the other ones, but what would be your GOAT comic book resurrection? You can see Jen already wants to jump into this.
I would say this one right. I have the Green Lantern Rebirth. That would be, if you're saying like GOAT, like resurrection, that would be it. This book created a foundation for what Green Lantern universe became. Okay, because Jeff Johns didn't just bring back Hal Jordan. He created a concept of what each ring and the emotions that it expressed within its characters, and he created such a fantastic universe that when events would happen in the DC universe, I remember this is when I was really getting into comics. In the 90s, we didn't have the events that we did today. You'd have something I put this aside also, you'd have when Bane broke Batman's back, and that ran through Batman. But when you had something like the Green Lantern and the things that Jeff Johns did with that universe, with the orange ring and the red and the blue, and gave it its own emotions and just everything about it, man. It's called Green Lantern Rebirth for a reason. It's probably one of the best comics for a universe-based, I guess for a noob. Say if you have fans that make fun of comic books, or not fans, but if you have friends that make fun of comic books or people that like comic books, tell them to go pick up the first 2 volumes of this and just sit down and read it by themselves. And once you read Green Lantern Rebirth, you'll eventually want to pick up Green Lantern, the actual series, which happens after Rebirth, which creates all that. If it wasn't for Green Lantern Rebirth, you wouldn't have had the things that you have right now. There's so much that came out of that. I can't even begin to explain how amazing Green Lantern Rebirth was. That would be, in my opinion, the best resurrection. The way he brought back Hal Jordan to the universe that he created around Green Lantern, just everything. Yes. So this is just amazing, man. It's been a while since I've read this, but it was a limited series run. It was only 6 issues, and I've had this separated. I don't even like I said, I don't even put them in a special sleeve or anything. I have it the way I bought it. I read it, and I remember just putting it behind each other. I had a friend that told me "Oh, you'll damage the comic," but I've read this so many times that it's this would be it, man. This would be it right there. And then a lot of people say Superman, but he didn't even die. People are like, wait, what? I go, yeah, he didn't die. He was in a coma. So you can't even consider that a death. It was almost like a cop out, because now if he had actually died, and that would have been one thing. But so I don't even bring up Superman, because it pisses me off that when people say, Doomsday beat him up. I go, yeah, he beat him up, but he underestimated Doomsday and what Doomsday was. But he didn't die. I'm reading Jason Todd. Yeah, I guess that's kind of cool too. Jason Todd was, I think, a shocker. I didn't think that they would ever bring him back the way they did. I would say
Yeah.
Green Lantern, Rebirth, and I think another one that I really like, and this is something that I give Awolf, and I think that's what got her into Catwoman. It like really got her into loving Catwoman and stuff. But the Catwoman run that retold the Silver Age Catwoman of how she became Catwoman.
Oh yeah.
And she gravitated towards this and the purple suit. But that was one of the things that she really liked. Now this isn't like one of my favorites. My favorite would be Green Lantern Rebirth. The Green Lantern stuff would be the one that I would say would be like my favorite out of everything. I mean, because and I'm reading. I think Tony said, "Is a Blackest Night series any good?" Yes, it is, and so is the White, the Brightest Day. And that's a beautiful thing. Is that like if you read it from here, you continued reading it all the way up to the Blackest Night, to the Brightest Day, to the Final Crisis, to everything that was BS New 52, and of course them going back and all that stuff. Winter Soldier was cool too, man. I really liked. I mean, for Marvel, Winter Soldier would be up there for me. I would say it's up there.
Let's wind it down because I want to give Paul a chance, and I've got a couple books here to show that I had pulled also for this. Paul, what about you? So you're saying Goat. You're saying Goat. Goat Resurrection, comic story, Green Lantern Rebirth.
Yeah,
That's
Green Lantern, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not even a big Green Lantern guy. You guys never see me talk about Green Lantern, and that right there, hands down, made me look at Green Lantern and that universe. It just made me look at them like, holy crap! Like,
so let me ask you this: so what do you think of the Flash Rebirth? Since it was the same creative team and the same subtitle and the same kind of thing, that the iconic version of the character is brought back to life after he was killed off.
So for me to give a fair and honest analysis, I would have to say that I've read it. I never gravitated towards Flash. I can't. Okay. If I was to give an opinion on it right now, it would be a false opinion, and it would probably piss somebody else off because they'd be like, "Oh, he's never read it," and you're right, I haven't, which is why I'm not giving an opinion on it. I think I picked up the first issue only because they showed Bart Allen running as fast as he can, and they showed this cover that I was just blew my mind, but I never got into it because I'm never a Flash guy. I wasn't even a Green Lantern guy. The only reason I got into Green Lantern was there was this guy named James that used to work at Midnight Comics, and which doesn't exist anymore. It became Comic Palooza. James told me, he goes, "Hey, look, I know you like Superman, Batman, but give Green Lantern Rebirth a shot. Like, pick it up, go home, go in your little corner wherever you read your books. Go isolate yourself, read this book." And then I did, man. And I was like, holy crap, this is really good. And then I read issue 2 and then 3, and I was like, I want more of this. I was like, yeah, like this is amazing, right? And then eventually they started an entire run. Like, oh yeah, after Green Lantern Rebirth, they started Green Lantern, the series that Jeff Johns writes and the universe that he creates. And once you get into that, then you start realizing, wait, I think Kyle Rayner may actually be my favorite Lantern. And you're like, what? Like, I didn't even know who Kyle Rayner was 6-7 years ago, right? But when you start reading that and you can see that he can helm all the rings, and he becomes Ion. Oh man, when he becomes Ion, it's like the coolest shit, man. Like, I became really big on Kyle Rayner. Yeah, man. I mean, I would tell anyone, like I said, if you're a noob, whatever. I don't even like using that word, but like I said, if you have a fan, like a friend that's not a fan and he hates comics or he makes fun of nerds, 6'7", right? So if you get them to read that, Like, get them to read it, and who knows, they'll love it. They'll probably love that. So, but that's my take, man. That's my take. That will be your Jin's whatever that thing was that you had for me. There you go. That
Awesome.
will be my segment that I just did, my little rant. So yeah.
Awesome.
Got me going on your
All right, Paul, let's see. When it comes to resurrection stories, what would be your GOAT pick?
I don't know what Jen's talking about, so I agree with him how they brought him back. And later on you find out, but I would have to say Superman, because what he did to the global world, like people wanted to see his death, and of course they were going to bring him back, but reading each book, you got 4 Superman versus bringing back the one. I don't know. I say that one is the GOAT to me, because at the time it happened and I read it. You know, you read later on, like Jim was saying, that his heartbeat didn't really stop. But when you were reading the book, you were like, he's really dead, because he got 4 Supermen, and I want none of these Supermen.
Yeah,
I didn't want none of them. So when bringing him back, I mean, I agree with Jen. You find out later his heart stopped beating, but at the time, bringing him back, because DC made it so real that he was gone. And you're just like, where's Superman? I don't want Eradicator. I definitely don't want Steel. I definitely don't want Superboy. Look what he's doing to the damn Metropolis. Yeah, so that was my pick. Just because of what it did to the world. Like, everybody was just going crazy that DC would do that. So that's what I picked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
I agree
cool.
with you. Later on, you find out his heart didn't stop beating, but
Yeah.
at the time when you were reading it, I didn't want 4 Superman. I just wanted 1.
Yeah.
And then
So
the only one that wanted the light, the red and the blue Superman. So yeah.
He's got to bring that up. All right, what's up, Louis V? Hey, so I'll throw out a couple of resurrection storylines that, but honestly, 2 of them are ones that the guys have just mentioned. I mentioned it during the Retro Reader Review segment, the resurrection of Colossus. Remember, Colossus died sacrificing himself to stop the legacy virus, which was a sickness that was killing mutants. He injected himself with this serum that caused a chemical reaction in the atmosphere, and it ended up saving all of mutant kind. It was a beautiful death, and he was gone for quite some time, because I think it happened in the 90s, and then he came back in the early 2000s. But his resurrection was just as beautiful for the character as his return, as his death. I am a huge Colossus fan. He's probably one of the biggest reasons why I own a copy of Giant Size X-Men #1 and consider it to be in my personal collection, because that's his first appearance and he's one of my favorite characters. And I was so upset and so angry when they killed him off, but it was such a beautiful death and such a beautiful sacrifice, the way he did it. I haven't always liked the way the character's been handled, but I loved his return in this. So that's the resurrection for Colossus there. Jen already hit on it, so I'll just flash the trade paperback. Green Lantern Rebirth, like you said, phenomenal. Just as phenomenal is Jeff Johns. One of the things that really catapulted him to be the superstar that he is today was his ability to take the deep history of characters, weave it together, and then represent them in a clean, fresh way that made it possible for new readers to connect with the material. That's, what Jen was talking about was so compelling to him with Green Lantern Rebirth, was that it was accessible. And that's one of the biggest problems that comics and comic publishers have, is that the material, when it's 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years worth of continuity, it's so difficult for brand new readers to jump on. But these Rebirth stories provided the perfect way. I don't have my copy of Flash Rebirth. I gave it away to a student, actually. Shout out to Emmanuel. He's a big fan of the Flash, after discovering it on the CW TV show. The CW show was what introduced him to comics. When I found out he was trying to read comics with the Flash because he had seen the show, I said, hey, let me give you a stack of comics, Flash comics. And one of those was the trade paperback for Flash Rebirth. The other one, I just recently did it on a retro reader review. And this is a lesser known one than Flash Rebirth or Green Lantern Rebirth, but it's the same. It's somewhat the same team, because Jeff Johns did not completely write this. David Goyer, the screenwriter of the original of Blade and Blade 2, was his, huh?
And Batman Begins.
Oh yeah, that came out after this was published. So his credits on here read Blade 2, Dark City, which is phenomenal if you haven't read it. And then him and Jeff Johns teamed up for this one, as well as different artists. And the thing is, this did not happen in its own miniseries like Green Lantern and Flash got. This was in the pages of the JSA title from the early 2000s. Hawkman was another character that had been killed off, and again, it was a problem because the publisher had kind of lost sight of what to do with the character, and that's what same thing that happened with the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, same thing that happened with the Barry Allen Flash. They wanted to introduce somebody new, so they killed off the original. Same thing had happened with Hawkman, but the neat thing about Hawkman and why it ties into tonight's theme is that Hawkman resurrection is woven into his story. He was the resurrected, different forms of a resurrected warrior, and what the return of Hawkman did was it wove it all together into the theme of reincarnation, which is different than resurrection, and told a really compelling story and turned it into a kind of a love story. So this is another one, even though technically it's more of a reincarnation because that was his thing based on his Egyptian mythology. It wasn't fully a resurrection, but that's okay. I also know, just like Jen said, the return of Superman is not fully a resurrection, but it's close enough, and it was such a neat thing that I had to include it on here because, again, like Paul pointed out, at the time we thought Superman was dead. They came up with the story of him only going dormant as a way, that was basically a way to retcon his death and bring him back to life. So to me, he died and was resurrected. But my GOAT pick for GOAT resurrection is none other than Jason Todd, the second Robin, who came back as Red Hood. And this story is Batman Under the Red Hood by Judd Winnick. Now, remember, Jason Todd was first introduced. He was just shown a small cameo in the Hush series. And from there, writer Judd Winnick took it and expanded it into Jason Todd taking on the mantle of crime boss, the Red Hood. And this, to me, is one of the greatest Batman stories ever written. Hush is great. There's a bunch of others that are great, but the really neat thing about Batman Under the Red Hood is that it really dives into the lore of the DC universe, and you feel the breadth, the size and scope of the DC universe with all the different cameos as Batman is investigating. You see Batman working as a detective. You see there's bits of humor, there's bits of action, there's pulse-pounding thrills. One of my favorite character, Nightwing, is in the mix. But at the end of the day, it is about the impossible happening, the thing that no fan or writer thought was going to happen, and that is the legitimate resurrection and return of Jason Todd. Because there used to be the rules that Bucky was never going to return because he had died such a heroic death, and that they were not going to bring back Jason Todd. And they didn't bring him back for quite some time. 20 years had passed when they brought him back in Batman Under the Red Hood. So
you took over the Red Hood persona because Joker had it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's all woven into it. I was looking here to see what year. Yeah, okay, yeah. So 30 years after, 30 years after he died, he comes back in Batman Under the Red Hood. So they left him dead, and it's a really great story. Jed Winnick even did Red Hood: The Lost Days, which was a miniseries, 6 issues, and that talks about kind of the mechanics of and the timeline, like the lost time. I'm not as big a fan of that because it goes into like some kind of a romantic thing between Talia al Ghul and Jason Todd, which I was like, not really feeling that, but some really great stuff. And so this is my GOAT pick for comic book GOAT comic book resurrection. I see Andrew Kai saying, I love Jason's resurrection.
I do too.
Let's see, did Hawkman have a secret identity, and how did he hide the wings? Well, here's the cool thing. The wings, where it landed was that they strap on with that chest piece that he's got. They strap on. They're not part of him in the new continuity, like the way as he was rewritten and in most of his incarnations. And then did he have a secret identity? Other cool fact about him is Hawkman has had there's been different versions of the character, and in some of them he's had a secret identity, in others he has not. Let's see. Tony Hayes says the return of Jason Todd is cool. He's pissed off at Bruce for not seeking revenge on the Joker for killing him. Jason kills every version of the Joker he comes across. Yes, there's some deep, and that even ties into the method of his resurrection, which was the Lazarus pits, and how it kind of, it doesn't necessarily drive people crazy. They talk about it like that, but it messes with the mind. And we do see that in Jason Todd, that something has clicked over, and he's now capable of taking life, and he now feels justified in taking life and ending life in a way that Batman never was okay with. What would you say?
Well, he says it in the comic book. Remember, he's holding the gun on the Joker, and he's telling, and this is not from just the movie. It's from in the actual comic book. Remember, the difference between the comic book and the movie is that when Bruce throws the batarang, because he tells him, he's like, choose me or choose him. Who do you choose? And he's like, and then Batman, like, you see his eyes in the comic book, like they squinch, and he throws the batarang. The batarang hits Jason in the neck, so it prevents the gun from going off and killing the Joker. Because the whole point the Joker, that Jason's trying to mention in this scene is that I controlled crime, you didn't. The entire time I controlled it. I came back. I did more for Gotham than you could ever do your entire life as Batman. And then, of course, in the movie, when he throws a batarang, it jams the gun and he can't use it. So that's the difference, because they always try to dumb it down. But it's like, with the comic, I think has more of an effect. Batman's not going to kill the Joker, but he knows how he can stop Jason. So instead of jamming the gun, he tells Jason what he's capable of doing if he has to. He hits him right in the neck, and he's like, "That's a warning shot. Yeah. The next, I'm going to kick your ass." It was a good run. It was a really, really good run.
It's a phenomenal run. I think Judd Winnick is an incredibly underrated writer, and I think it was cool to see him get his due, because I think Under the Red Hood is one of those universally loved storylines. In the same way that A Death in the Family is revered as a major Batman story, if you were going to bring him back, it had to be a stellar storyline. And I feel like he hits all the beats. And yeah, I mean the animated movie is cool, but if you have not, like, if that's somebody, like, if you're watching this and that is your only exposure to the storyline, you've got to go read the comics, because there's so much more going on in the comic. Because they just have more time, they have more room and more time, and there's other little subplots that run through it that are really, really strong, like the teaming up of Mr. Freeze and Black Mask in that arc it's so phenomenal. It's funny, it's true to those two characters, it's great, and then Nightwing's back in,
I was gonna say, you're right, even the teaming up with Jason and Onyx.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and then Nightwing
in that book. But you know what's nuts is that the story that you chose as your goat, and the story that I chose, they were running around the same time. So the thing is that I missed a lot of, like, the Jason issues, like so the entire Jason stuff is going on around 2002, 2004. And right at the end of 2004 is when you get the reveal of, like, the Red Hood is Jason and so forth.
Yeah.
But the beginning of 2004 is when you actually get this beautiful run. You get with the whole separation of the Parallax from Hal Jordan and Resurrect him and all that stuff. So it's like all that stuff is happening. It's like, dude, the early 2000s was like such a great time to be a DC fan. It was just like, holy crap, like DC was like up here, their animation was up here, everything was up here. Batman Begins was about to come out in 2005. Man, we had it good. It's like everything was good, and from 2002 to, like, I think 2011, I think it was, like, pretty good. And then they did New 52, and it's like they took a shit on us. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, New 52 had some cool stuff, they tested the whole Wonder Woman and Superman relationship. I like what you said about Colossus, but I don't think they'll ever let Colossus and Kitty become an item, because they were supposed to get married and they took a shit on that. So it's like, shit.
I get it. The time for it has passed. It was something where I always thought, man, they need to let them get together. And then Joss Whedon let them get together in Astonishing X-Men. And it's like he brought them together, did the full 24-issue run, and then he tore them apart. And that's all I'm going to say about the end of the run. It's worth reading the entire way through. It's a fantastic run. All 24 issues are well worth reading, and the giant size Astonishing X-Men #1. They're all worth reading. All 25 of those issues. I want to show you this Jen real quick, because this is another story that was happening at the same time. This is Identity Crisis.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic book.
Yeah, I love this one, right? But check this out. I don't know, you probably remember this, but so here, this is like the deep foreshadowing of Hal Jordan returning.
Right.
Because at the time he was Spectre, and Oliver, his longtime friend Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, goes to see him, and Hal Jordan transforms into himself just for that moment. And they have a really, really touching dialogue, and they talk about it because it's basically said that Hal Jordan knows who committed the big murder at the middle of Identity Crisis, but he can't tell. He can't share who it is. So it's really cool. It's like a 4-page interaction between the two. And at the end, Oliver Queen says, "When are you really coming back?" And Hal Jordan says, "I'm working on it." And so just fantastic storyline. Great little hints. And you're right. This was a really great time in comics because stories were weaving in and out of each other. And there was a lot of, there was really good work together happening.
Yeah.
Let me see what this is. Okay. I would suggest you guys check out The Return of Norman Osborn and Green Goblin. It's also good. Need to check it out. Norman was dead for 20 plus years in real life. We all know the Green Goblin takes the glider in the chest and dies. He lives and goes to France for 20 years. Okay. I'll have to check it out. Again, remember, I'm more of a DC guy than I'm a Marvel guy. I have not read The Return of Norman Osborn, but there are plenty of other notable resurrections. So for you, the chat, I would ask you, what is your pick, your GOAT pick for greatest comic book resurrection? Where I'm going to keep us going. That's when the elongated. No, he didn't become gay. He didn't become gay, and it's not Dr. Light. It's not Dr. Light. Bucky. Okay, so yeah. So pick. Hey, you're dropping the chat your pick for GOAT comic book resurrection. I'm going to ask you, panel, as we keep moving, as we start to move towards wrapping things up. What is your GOAT method of resurrection in comic books?
I'm gonna have to show you. This is so freaking good right here.
So GOAT method of resurrection. So we did 2 GOAT picks tonight: GOAT resurrection story, and then GOAT method of resurrection in comics. I'm gonna go for me. For mine, I'm gonna just say it real quick. For mine, I'm with Gordon Sisk. Lazarus Pit, super cool. Even has a theological name to it. Lazarus is the man that Jesus brought back from the dead. So these are called Lazarus Pits. I would say Lazarus Pit is a GOAT. There is my pick for GOAT method of resurrection in comic books. Let's see. For the chat picking their choices for GOAT resurrection, Gordon Sisk says Bucky. Wolverado says Norman Osborn. I'm waiting for the return of Ozzy Osbourne. Tony Hayes says GOAT is probably Jason Todd and the Norman. Okay, all right, just as valid. Please, yes, dip Ozzy in the pit.
Hey, I got to show you this.
All right, so let's take a look.
When you're reading this as a fan, man, like I said, I haven't opened this up in I don't know how long. I try to keep these in crisp conditions, so I don't like damaging my own books. But man, this right here, just read that, man. It just, he's like, brothers and sisters, it's time, right? So originally in this run, John has a conversation with what's his name? With the red hair, Guy. He has a conversation with Guy, and he tells him about does he miss the ring? And Guy's like, nah, I don't give a shit about being a Green Lantern, all that, right? Which is funny because the casting for him is fantastic because he acts like they super cocky. I just wish he was younger. The guy that plays that plays Guy Gardner.
Oh yeah.
I just wish he was. I mean, it's like almost 7-8 years too late. But he goes they start saying the oath, but he goes, yeah, no, how I told you that I didn't miss being a Green Lantern? I lied. Just this whole thing with them becoming the rebuilding the Green Lantern Corps, and Batman having the private visit with Hal Jordan, and he telling him oh, you're back. And then he's like, is that going to be a problem? And he looks over at John and he's like, not yet. And he's like, so then all the other guys, you're just a bunch of bros. They're all like, hey, they're telling him hey, welcome back. And they're like, yeah, they're having that whole bro moment, being Green Lanterns and stuff. And all that leading into, of course, Hal Jordan, getting out of his uniform, and again he's talking to Ollie. This connects with that Ollie scene that you were talking about, where he's in a normal uniform, and then he tells the world, he kind of breaks the fourth wall, and he's like, hey, I never forgot being a Green Lantern. It's just and like I said, the next chapter is it's Brightest Day. I just remember reading this and being like, man, I missed a lot in Green Lantern. Like, I never gave Green Lantern a shot. And if it wasn't for James, if he's, wherever he is, thanks a lot, man. I mean, this is good shit. I'll always remember this, and I still have it, in good condition, and I take really good care of it. That was some good stuff. It's good shit right there. So
nice. All right, very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go back. Oh, Paul, what you got for us, buddy? Favorite or GOAT method of resurrection?
No, I don't got anything.
Nothing?
No.
All right, so we got, let's see, I've got, okay, L Green Machine is a fan of clones. All right. David Dodson says Web of Spider-Man 32, best resurrection comic cover. Nice. All right, Liz Barnes. All right. Hey, folks, so what is your GOAT method of resurrection? Your GOAT resurrection or story in comics or GOAT method of resurrection? Go ahead and share it, drop it in the chat. I would love to see it. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do a monster race. We haven't done a monster race on here in forever. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here so that so everybody can, let's see, where is this thing going? Okay, so there were what just happened here? Why did this? Okay, I don't know. For some reason, this. All right, so I'm doing this channel member giveaway. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and bring this up here. All right, we haven't done a monster race in forever, so this is how it works, folks. This is the same as the duck race, but it's
Wow.
it's monsters instead. We got on the last episode of Carlos and Friends, Emma Dudley and Gordon Sisk were the two that dropped into the chat. So we're going to be doing a giveaway for those two. And where's my?
What's wrong with Emma?
What's wrong with Emma?
Look at her foot; it's already over the starting line. You cheated, Emma.
She's not cheating. She's just kind of checking things out.
On number 2.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put. Let's see. Where's the good?
Dodson, you don't look. Gordon, you don't look too good, Gordon.
All right. We'll go ahead and do this one. We'll do War of the Gods number 1. I think it's still got the poster on the inside of it. Here we go. Let's see. War of the Gods number 1.
Yeah, Green wanted that.
Let's see. And then we'll go ahead and bring this up. All right, folks, here it is. And remember, Carlson Friends is airing now at 10 p.m. Central instead of 9:30. I'm just going to do it even on the dot. And then the top 10 list would go live at the 9 p.m. slot. Gordon is looking for Ghostbusters. All right, folks, so here we'll do this War of the Gods number 1. Excellent George Perez book featuring tons of characters between Gordon Sisk and Emma Dudley. Good luck to everybody, and here we go. All right, that is the monster from it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters and the monster from Cloverfield.
Is it Cloverfield? I thought it was from from that new movie with the
It was not even.
No, this is Cloverfield. Dude, that Gordon Sisk is running to keep up.
Gordon Sisk.
Let's see. Wait.
Yeah.
But Marshmallow Man looks like he's gonna go into somebody's.
Behind.
Emma, just eat him. Emma, just eat him.
Come on, Gordon.
Emma, just eat him.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. Gordon Sisk.
Marshmallow Man.
Oh my gosh. All right, congratulations, Gordon Sisk. Emma Dudley, this Cloverfield monster died. She fell over.
She ate him.
He tripped on his own legs.
All right, congratulations to Gordon Sisk. This copy of War of the Gods #1 is yours. Congratulations on this one, buddy.
Sorry, Emma.
This is yours. All right, Gordon Sisk. This is going to go on the thing for you. I'm going to go and set that over there. I got other books.
Thought you were going to win, Emma.
All right, and then let's see for the chat. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got.
What are you in Future Batman looking for? What are you looking for, Future Batman?
No, because look, here's the deal. I'm
organizing.
Where's the?
Well, you need to organize the back over there. It looks on. You need to organize back there.
What in the world?
It'll be organized soon.
I don't. Oh, which one was it? I need to check this real quick. All right, so we're gonna do a. I'm going to go ahead and get, because I've been talking about this book for a while. We're going to do an everybody all in with a hashtag right now. We're going to do one of the, okay. Where is it? This one? Which one is this one? I think, it might have been this one. All right. I have a copy. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. All right, so remember we've been talking about the Energon universe and how my pick for the next book that they're going to add. What in the world? Now I can't tell which is which. I thought I had them labeled. I guess not. All right, I'm trying to pick which of these is going to go. All right, we're gonna go and do a giveaway. Let me go ahead and enter into the chat a fun phrase for everybody to enter to win. Is that it? This is ridiculous. Why can't I? Okay, I'm gonna have to just pick something different because I don't know which of these is which. The labeling is not correct on them. I don't come up here anywhere near enough. That's part of the problem, is I never have the time to come up here and see. Let me look here. All right, let's do a. Oh, you know what? Here is Paul's favorite artist of all time. This is the John Romita Jr. 30th anniversary special. We're going to be doing this. We'll go ahead and do this as the giveaway. The John Romita Jr. 30th anniversary special. You want me to show some Transformer books? Wow, Paul, is that Boba Fett a facsimile? Okay, cool name cover, Paul. Paul's offering books for the giveaway. Very nice, Paul. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and do. Let's see. We'll do a hashtag. Let's see, hashtag. All right. We'll do hashtag Romita Jr. for your chance to win. Go ahead and drop that in the chat. Hashtag Romita Jr. I'm going to pull up the giveaway tool and start collecting those. All right, so go ahead and drop it in for a chance to win Romita Jr. That's a fun book, especially one to have him sign if you come across him at any conventions. I found a 1 in 100 Transformer the other day. Go ahead and set that in my box. All right. Let's see. John Romita Jr. Nice. All right, folks. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and give... I'm going to have these guys give final thoughts and shout-outs as we wrap it up tonight. Well, actually, tell you what. Are you kidding? Should have known. All right, Jen, shower thoughts from the future Batman.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me put.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in and joining us tonight and everything. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a good one. Thanks a lot. So when you want to talk about it now. Like, come on.
No, I put your favorite song on.
I hate this song. Oh no, I love it. I like this song. I just don't like your John Cena song. That really weird one.
Oh wait, okay, hang on. Let me the John Cena song.
Can't. Yeah, no. I can't.
You don't like that one.
This is gonna be the new. This is gonna be the future. We're gonna play you on with this song every time in Future Batman.
Do not play this song with me.
Better than the other song he had. Oh Lord.
See, this is a treatment that I get, guys.
Oh no! Don't start with that. Don't start with that.
This is.
All right, let's go and bring it to Paul. And here's the Paul song.
Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you guys for messaging me. You know, got it back, guys. I was sad, pressed. Don't know why I did that trade, but I'm back. I'm back. I was told I wouldn't be able to get this book from like Jen and Carlos and Emma, but I got it because you guys in the chat believed in me. So yeah, appreciate everybody being here tonight. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks, Jim, for coming on, and thank you, Carlos, for hosting. Yep, I'll never take this away from you guys. So.
No.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
All
guys.
right. As I'm going to give you a little bit longer to go ahead and enter hashtag Romita Jr. I'm going to go and give my final thought and shout out. So I did this last year. I wanted to make sure that I did it again this year and just share this part of my heart with you. I believe, comic books are the mythology of our day. I believe that, these great stories with these amazing characters, the reason why people are so passionate about them, why the medium has existed for so long and continued to survive, and now even in 2026 is thriving beyond what anybody would have thought. If you set aside markets and speculation and publisher tactics, and you put all that aside, the reason why it continues on is because people are connected to this mythology. And one of the reasons why a trope in comic books is that comic book characters never stay dead is because somewhere in all these comic books and these fantastic tales, there's a thread of truth that runs through them. And one reason why we always believe in comic book characters coming back is because deep down, built into us as a species, is the concept and the idea, the welcoming of the concept and the idea of resurrection. The idea that death does not have to be permanent, does not have to be forever. That's what Easter Sunday is. It's the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And for those who are of the Christian faith, he's the entire linchpin of our faith. And so I believe that in us as humankind, I believe that, we're created by God. And the reason why we have this thread of resurrection that runs through us, this desire for stories with resurrection, this desire to see characters and that we care about not go away forever, is because we have that deep desire for resurrection. And that is the thing that connects us to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Because remember, he was crucified, died, and was buried on Good Friday, which is this Friday. And then 3 days later, he arose from the tomb. And in all the years, in 2,000 years since then, it is something that still continues to mystify skeptics and to put to rest doubters. But it is something that we continue to hold to, that it is the resurrection as the linchpin of Christianity is something that's freely open to each and every person that says, hey, I want to accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. I want him to wipe away my sins, and I want him to reconnect me with a Heavenly Father, a Heavenly God. And I know that, in this day and age, a lot of people may say, I don't want to hear that, because they start thinking that politics is tied into it. They start thinking that, the actions of churches or church people is tied into it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to every single person and their connection, their relationship with God, with a holy God. And the key to it, the bridge that connects it, is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So, whatever your faith system is this weekend, I want to put that out there. I want you to, take it, do with it what you will, think about it, consider it, turn it over. If you don't have a faith system, or maybe if you haven't been to church in a while, let me just challenge you and say, hey, connect to it, because there's so many reasons, both spiritual and practical, to be connected to a good, strong church, especially in 2026. And, look, one thing I've realized that I've come to see is that, churches and church people don't always get it right, but God does. And there are so many different kinds of churches out there. There's so many different kinds of, when it comes to all the small stuff, that doesn't go along with Jesus and the resurrection, the different small stuff. There's different churches out there. So I invite you and I encourage you to check it out. And that's just, it's my final thought, my final shout out. I hope you have a great weekend, regardless of what you believe. This isn't me saying, hey, I'm going to beat you over the head with anything. This is just me sharing from my heart, from me to my friends here on the channel. We're going to do this giveaway in just a minute. But I hope that I hope that you take this to heart. I hope that this weekend is a good one of reflection and rest, because we all need rest. It's been a busy school year for us, for those of us in education. But for everybody else, it's been a busy year already. 2026 has got a lot going on. And, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. My son is a United States Marine, and his training is coming to an end, and the dreaded deployment word has come up. So, it's a time to reflect right now, a time for prayer, and a time to say, you know what, regardless of who I do or don't agree with, I want my son to do well. And but the reason I have hope and faith is because of the Son of God, Jesus Christ. So thanks so much for tuning in tonight to this special episode. This has been the resurrection episode of Capes and Commentary. I'm Cross Collects Comics. I've been joined by my two faithful companions, two buddies that have been with me, Future Batman and Paul. We're going to do this giveaway. Let's see what what everybody is saying here. Okay. So yes, I see Romita hashtag Romita Jr. popping in. Are you wearing an orange jumpsuit, Paul? Smash that like button, sub up your channel. Happy Easter all. Happy Holy Week and happy Resurrection Sunday. Gordon Sisk says, pray to the Lord. Husbands and wives that pray together stay together longer than those that don't. This is true. This is true. Relationships with like-minded people is essential to your walk with Christ. It's true. Pray for Carlos and try and pray for the other soldiers. Yes, absolutely. Happy Easter, orange jumpsuit, Paul. All right, hey, look, it's always it's been fun hanging out with you. Let's do this giveaway and put this book out there into the community. The giveaway tool. Okay, I see we got 16 entries. Yep, the sale this weekend, April. Although I don't, it's Holy Weekend. It's Holy Week. I'm gonna take it from you and hide it. LOL. Good luck, all. All right, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and bring this book on, and we're going to, we're gonna do it. And remember, because in observation of Good Friday, we are not doing a broadcast this Friday night. Or throughout the weekend. I had thought of going live and talking about Resurrection, but decided to just go ahead and do that here tonight since this is the Resurrection episode. So we are taking the weekend off. We encourage you to do the same. Do something that is going to refill your tank, recharge your batteries, and give you rest and time for reflection. Let's bring this out here. Let's see. I'm going to take it and hide it from you. All right. Good luck, all. All right. Here we go. Hashtag Romita Jr. for your chance to win the John Romita Jr. 30th Anniversary Special. That's a very fun book. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Real James Willie jumping in at the last second. All right, folks. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. All right, let's see who is the yes, his Astro Hammer. Good luck to everybody, and the winner is El Green Machine. All right, El Green Machine. Congratulations. El Green Machine he gets massive boxes with winnings of all kinds. All right, so El Green Machine, this is yours. Please gift it to James Willie. Oh, that's cool. All right, so El Green, let's see, gift to James Willie. All right. Number 10, I think. This is episode 10. I think it's episode 10. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so this will go to Real James Willie. Congratulations. Let's see. All right, folks. Thank y'all so much. Remember, we're going to be doing some. We have some really cool stuff coming up. There is a big. This convention is growing. Eastern Rim. Trying to line up Jerry Schaefer to be on. He's the creator of Eastern Rim Comic Con that's coming up. We've also got Comic Palooza coming up, which has some fantastic people. Just found out today that Edward James Olmos is going to be there. He's on my signature list. Mark Dacascos, who I got a chance to work with on a film many moons ago, is going to be there. Let's see. Gordon said, gift mine to Paul. What? Are we just gifting everything? Paul's got a gift. He's got.
Thank you, Gordon.
Okay, I'll gift it to Paul. All right, but yeah, we've.
Watch it, Producer D.
Paul's gonna be like
Producer D. Watch it, Liz.
Gift to Paul. Gordon Sisk, I'm actually going to, because this is a gift to Paul, I'm going to go ahead and sign this one in paint marker also.
What?
So I'll, this War of the Gods #1, I'm going to sign it, and the poster insert, I'm going to sign that as well.
What the hell?
All right. So congratulations to our winners tonight. Thanks for being here, everyone. Eastern Rim Comic Con is coming up. Eastern Rim Con is coming up, followed by Comic Palooza. We will be present at both. Going to have some cool stuff. We're actually, I think, going to do a live version of Capes and Commentary from the Comic Palooza show floor. I haven't gotten that completely confirmed yet, but that is right now kind of the offer that's on the table. And so we're just kind of waiting to see how that plays out. But yeah, make sure that you're tuning in, because as we get into convention season in the summer, lots more cool videos going live. We might even do a limited series with run builders instead of an ongoing thing. But yeah, thanks so much to everybody. Remember, have a great Easter weekend and Resurrection Sunday, and we will see you next week for the next episode of Capes and Commentary. And then we will also be back to our regular Friday night programming.
Watch it, Emma.
So from myself and everybody else, we're glad that you were here with us. Take care. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.